Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 3 in our Building a Forum from Scratch tutorial series. In this episode we're going to talk about HTML, which is the sort of founding language on the web. It tells everything on the web, how it should look and how it should work, so it's not just a bunch of text that's just dumped on the floor. So I'm going to be teaching you pretty much all the basics of HTML. You'll understand how it works, so you won't be like some super proficient, but that's not important because all you really have to know about HTML is how it works. You don't have to know every part of it. So I like to think of HTML as a Microsoft Word document or like a Pages or anything, one of those kind of things, because HTML is basically just code that tells the browser, which is like Google Chrome or something, exactly how to draw or to write out the text. And we use code to do that because you can't there's not like a Control B button on a website, and we have to make it ourselves. So when you make a Microsoft Word document, you usually start with some stuff. So this is my document, and then you may want to have some indentation or something, I don't know. And then you may want to have a new paragraph. I like to type words. And now we need a new paragraph, right? And period. But now let's say we need some bold text. So typically, you all know, you just go up here and you push the bold button. And of course you can change the font right here and all that. And so let's say I'm bold text and super, let me zoom out a bit, audacious, lol. So that's bold text, and if you want italic, you can of course just push Control I. Control I and Control B again. Well, oh my god, how'd that get there? But you guys know what I'm talking about. So we can just, it's just, you guys have all done this. You just tell it exactly how you want the text and it draws it. Well, a website is just like that. It's basically that, except you have to tell it when to make text bold and when to make a text italic with certain tags. And a tag basically defines how text works or what's going to be on the screen. So I want you all to go back into your browser and open up WAMP, which is of course just WAMP, and just say yes when it opens. And now just go to localhost / forum. There we go. And so there we go. We've got our poop here, just like we had it in the last episode. So now in this episode we're going to go into actually creating our HTML and actually making our website how we want it. So open up Sublime or whatever your text editor is and go into our index.html, and I had poop there, but I guess I deleted it or something. So in this episode we're going to learn how to do HTML. So everything in HTML, whether it's bold text, just plain text, is surrounded by tags. And to make a tag, you push the less than sign, then you put the name of the tag. So let's just do B. And now B is bold. There's a big table of tags. There are like tons of them. You don't need to memorize all of them. You just need to know some basic ones. So B is for bold. And then you push a greater than sign. And it should look like this, like little alligator things, little diamonds when you do them. So do that, B, and then close it. Now inside this tag is going to be where all your bold stuff goes. I am bold text. And now we have to close the tag because we don't want the entire rest of the website to be, bold. We just want this part that says I am bold text to be bold. So we have to make another tag that has a B in it. So we do less than sign / so less than sign, oh my gosh, this is embarrassing, sign, and then you push the B key, like again, so it looks like this, and then you close it. Now the reason we put a slash here is because slash means close the tag. if you have a slash and a tag, it means it's the end. So this text is going to show up as bold text. So we push Control S to save our document. Then we Alt Tab into the browser and we refresh this. Boom. I am bold text. You can see it's bold. And that's your very first tag. Another tag we can try is italic. So italic is just the I tag. And these tags usually have very logical names, like B is bold, I is italic. It's not important, like I said, that you memorize all these, because you just need to know the basics. So if we refresh the page, boom, italicized text. Well, we should probably change it to italic. Oh, save. Now, if we refresh the page, boom, as you can see, you can put whatever in there. But let's say we want this text to be both italic and bold. Well, to do that, we have to surround an italic, oh my god, stupid Skype. We have to surround an italic tag with a bold tag. So we do an I, and then we do a /I, which is our italic tag. Now, inside of here, instead of typing text, we have to put in another tag, which is B, close the tag, and then close the B tag. I like doing that before. So now, inside of our italic tag, and inside of our B tag, I'll just do these so it's easy to read. Oh my gosh. Oops, okay. So, inside of the italic tag, we have a B tag. And now, inside of this, we're going to put, I am italicized bold, bold text. Boom. And now, if we run the page again, we should have italic and bold text, just like that. So it's italic and bold. Now, that's great because it means we just told the website exactly what to do and it understood it just fine. Now I'm going to teach you guys about the structure of an HTML document. So in HTML, we always want to follow an exact structure because that our website will understand it and other web developers will understand it, and it's just how websites are meant to be made. So the first tag we ever type is, of course, our !, exclamation point, doc type. Doc type means document type, and then we say HTML. We go down here. So this is something you just want to memorize, which is exclamation point doc type HTML. Just think about that. Just think about yourself screaming at the browser, hey, this is what document type it is, an HTML document. So this is defined right here. And now we can actually start making our website. So the first tag you ever want to have on our website besides this is the HTML tag. And you have an HTML tag, so your browser knows, okay, this is where the main HTML is going to go. This is all the important stuff. And then, of course, you want to close it with your /HTML. Inside this, go in here, push tab. And the reason why you push tab is because inside of something, like if you're inside a tag, this is called the parent tag. Whatever inside it is called the child. You always want to indent the child. To do that, you push tab. And the reason you do that is so it's clean, so it's not all on the same line. So, indent. And now, we have two tags in here. We have the head and the body. The head, we make a head tag, and then we make a /head. And that basically means this is the head tag, and this is the /head tag. And the head is where we put important information like the title of the website, if we want some music, if we want the website to be styled a certain way, if we want to make it a different language, all that stuff just goes in the head tag. Next is the body tag. So we do body, and then we do /body. And body is basically all the important stuff, like all the, not important, but like the meat and potatoes. It's where all the real content of our website goes in the body. So all of our sort of stuff that the user doesn't see goes in the head. All of our important stuff that the user sees goes in the body. And in the head, we're going to make a new tag because we've got, let me go back to our website, localhost/forum. So in this website, you see this junk at the top, localhost/forum. What does that even mean? Like, if I'm a user of this website, I don't even know what a localhost is. So we have to change that. And to change this little bit up here, we create a tag called title, and title just changes whatever it is. So you do your slash. I always make that stupid mistake. Now inside of this title tag, we have to say, what are we gonna call this website? Dank Forums. Boom. So we're gonna say Dank Forums. So now if we refresh the page, we get Dank Forums instead of localhost/forum, because that doesn't make any sense. No, sorry guys, we can put some other junk in here, but we really don't need to right now because it's sort of beyond what we're going to be talking about for this episode. Now in here, this is where you put your main content. So you may say something like, welcome to Dank Forums, to Dankest MLG dead meme site on web. It's where to phase trick shotters hang out XD. I don't even know. Just a bunch of crap. Where your senpais notice you lol get with it. I'm just typing random junk. So, just as an example. So we save that, and now we can refresh, and you can see it understands the plain text. Completely awful, by the way. I don't know who the heck typed this stuff. And now we need to, the problem with this is we could just go on and on. So I'm gonna put an enter right here. Like, let's say I want the line to break right there. Like, I want this to be on the next line because I don't want it all to go out here. So we'll put an enter there, save it, and you should be, we're expecting it to break the line, right? So we've got two separate lines. Well, what the heck, HTML? It doesn't, it's not working. So what we have to do, we want to put this, you never want to have plain text on your website. You just don't want to do that. What you want to do instead is put it in paragraphs. So I'm going to copy this, or cut it, which is Control-X. And now you need a paragraph tag, and you guys can probably guess what paragraph is. It's just P, because that's so easy. So you've got your P tag. Now paste it again, which is Control-V, or you can right-click and just go paste. So boom, and keep in mind your HTML should be within this format, so you indent every time you make a new tag. So now this should be a lot better, but I'll just refresh to see what it looks like. Yeah, as you can see, it's actually properly spaced. We don't have a line break though. To do a line break, we have to use a new kind of tag. And this tag doesn't have two parts. It has an opening tag, and then it has a closing tag in one tag. Because every tag has 3 to 4 parts. And the break tag only has 3. I'll explain the whole 4-part tag in a minute. But to do a break tag, you do BR, like break, and then slash. And you may be thinking, well, you didn't do BR and then slash BR, and the reason why that is because you don't have any content in a line break. Like, that doesn't make any sense. You mean you could do that and then slash BR. But, like, what are you going to put in a line break tag, That's just silly. So you just do BR slash, nope, not going to buy it. BR slash, save the page, refresh, and boom, you get a line break, which is fantastic. Now, the whole 4-part tag thing. Sorry, guys. In HTML, your tag is going to have 4 parts. You've got the opening tag, and you've got the the closing tag. And that's what this is. So that's part 1. This is called the element, and the element is basically the kind of tag it is. So like this is a P element. Like you would say, on my website I have a title element and then I have a P element. It works like that. So over here you've got your, this is an opening tag element. This is the, and then this entire first part is the opening tag. This is the closing tag. Now inside here is the content. And now let's say we want to have some extra features to this tag. Like maybe I want it to be, like, I can't think of a great example of an attribute right now. But we could say, just as a joke or something, stretchiness equals 9001. And now I don't really know what this means, but whoever made the opening tag could define an attribute that means stretchiness, and that would do something. We'll get into that in just a bit though. So that's sort of the basics of tags. Now I'll show you a few more, and then we'll end off this video. If I'm going too fast though, let me know in the comments, and I will slow my booty down and help you guys out. So the next tag we're going to do is an A tag. And now A is anchor, or it's a link basically. That's what you use A for. So you'll see on websites you've got a link. So what you do is, of course, you do your A tag, and then you do your closing A tag. Now inside here, this is what our the text of our link is going to be. So my awesome new site, and then we'll save it. Now we didn't tell it to go anywhere, but this is, I'll just show you what this looks like. So yep, so it doesn't go anywhere, but we're gonna tell it to go somewhere. So A. Now we're gonna define an attribute. An attribute is just extra information for the tag and the website to process. So what we put in here is href, and now href means HTML or HTTP reference, and this is the link. So the website we're gonna link to, google.com. So now it knows. Now it knows to take you to google.com when you click it. So let's save it and see how it works. Wait for it. Yep. Okay. Now we'll just refresh. And now you can see this turns blue, so it looks like a link. Click it, and boom, it takes us to Google, which is fantastic. So it works. And you can just see we have this little blue thing right here. So that's kind of the basics of this sort of thing. There are all kinds of different tags we're going to talk about. There are tags, just to sort of review. HTML is the structure of a web page. It's what all web pages use. We always start with this doc type HTML, and then we have the HTML tag. Inside the HTML tag we have a head, which is the information for a website. And then we have the body, and the body is the content of the website. It's the meat and potatoes. It's where we put our paragraphs. It's where we put our links. It's where we can put images and all kinds of things. And then we have two kinds of tags. We have opening tags, which are like these, and we have closing tags, which are like these, or like this one. And tags can have attributes and various other things. It's pretty simple once you get used to it. You just gotta practice making your own kind of websites, screwing around, seeing what you can come up with. Lots of people make really good websites. I'm not good at making pretty websites because I'm a web developer, not a web designer. But I hope you guys have enjoyed part 3, which is your introduction to HTML. You just want to practice typing this over and over again. And for those of you who stuck around this long, I'm going to show you the most amazing shortcut ever. So if you push exclamation point, which is shift and then 1, in Sublime Text, this only works in Sublime Text. Well, I have to show you how to, I'll have to cover more of it in the next episode, but I think this works by default. If you push exclamation point, and then you push tab, boom. It does everything for you, which is fantastic. If that doesn't work, well then it will in the next episode when I show you how to install the command panel and Emmet. But in this episode, we just covered the basics of HTML. Next episode, we're going to be covering creating images and creating HTML forms, which are where we can submit data. I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. If it's too complicated, or I'm going too fast, or these are too long or too short, let me know in the comment section below. But I thank you all for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys later.